But yes, we left off. Everybody has found their favorite trash man, the Siren known as Xanos Miet, now going by Xanos Gomia. Take it away.
Good fucking trash man. Yeah, so Aggie will turn to Gould and go, something incredibly stupid, and I apologise. If it looks like everything's going south, please just leave. She like...
Would you prefer me to be closer to Xanos?
Nope, hopefully this will just be able to, get and passed over between us. And then she kind of then she kind of stops and like looks at Gould and Ellie and just goes, "Judge me for what I'm about to do."
What for what you're about to do?
Please don't judge me for what I'm about to do.
But
and
I trust you, Aggie.
I guess I do.
Wow, such a vote of confidence.
And she gets up. She's got
Aggie, is
like
this a bit from one of the films that we've seen before?
You might recognise it. This has been used numerous times.
Gould gives like a thumbs up, and then just like kind of like guides Ellie back a little bit.
Don't encourage this.
And the little like thing that she'd have underneath, she kind of like lowers down a bit so it shows off some more cleavage, and takes her hair and tries to do like beach style curls with it, you know, like throws it all onto one side and tries to make herself look a little not like out all day. Yeah.
Oh, Aggie.
Like she's probably got like, yeah, she wears shorts underneath. So she always wears like a so she wears like overalls.
Yeah.
Coveralls for
like a boiler suit kind of thing for when she works, and she's normally got it tied around her waist. So what she'll do is she'll take that off, and she's got a pair of shorts underneath.
Oh my god, just stripping on the beach. Okay.
Well, that's the place to do it.
She hands it over, and she's just like, "Stay out of sight." Alright, and she's like, I'm just gonna regret this so much.
Then don't do it.
And then just kind of stands. Like, she takes like a deep breath in and then like sachets her way over to them.
Yes, go.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make a roll for me.
Oh no!
Yeah. Okay.
I knew exactly what Aggie is doing.
I know what she's doing too.
I've got a plan. I was like, oh, I fucking know what she's doing.
Okay.
You missed it, but she had that idea over the break.
Oh,
I want
That's what you came back to.
Oh, right, okay.
I want you to roll social, persuade, bluff, and let's go with
Streetwise?
Sure, let's make it streetwise.
Oh my god!
I would have given you some bonuses.
Actually,
for
there's
just
one
the
that's
the hotness that Aggie is rocking right now.
Just straight hotness. Yeah. She's got a lot more ink than you guys thought she had. Like down like her entire right side, she's got like, oh yeah, now that you can see her thighs as well, it's like covered in like splashes of colour that are flowers.
Nice. I dig it.
Yeah, that I couldn't draw that because that's all hidden underneath everything.
Oh my goodness.
And on screen we have Gould, Xanos, and Aggie all together.
I believe this is 27.
Holy shit.
Damn. Seduce him, Aggie, do it.
The minute that you make it down to the beach, Jimta hasn't noticed you, The the Treek has noticed you and is looking down at you coming closer and like makes it very clear that he's right there as the bodyguard. Xanos does a double take and his jaw almost hits the sand. He was about to he was about to take a drink of his beer, and the beer's, huh?
Sorry, nothing. Get out!
What?
Devil cat.
Oh, I thought you said something about the can. But the beer that he was about to pour in his mouth is kind of dribbling out of the can onto the sand as he's just staring at you.
I'm smiling very nicely, and once I get within a certain that it's not going to be good to like sneak up on this guy, I'm just going to be like, there you are, I've been looking for you all morning.
You see Jim Tarasp, who is very much is not a homeworld Siren. Looks like a bipedal civet-like creature, but where like hair would be on top of the head, like down about the back of the scalp is like quills, and they are like pulled into a not quite ponytail type looking thing. They're very spiky looking and not very pleasant. But full on homeworld goth look, like trying to pull off that kind of Siren vibe. Turns to look at you as you show up and also does a double take. And goes, "Oh, who are you supposed to be? I don't believe we've never met before. I've never seen you a day in my life."
Sorry, I'm really sorry to interrupt. It's just that I've been looking for this one all morning, and she kind of like, know what it's like, and I can't think of the words to describe it, but kind of like, yeah, it gives him like a knowing look as she kind of rolls her eyes playfully, like, you promised me a day in bed, but well, I'm not currently in bed, am I? A little bit curious, and I just came to see, is this going to take long, or can I just, I'm really sorry to interrupt, can I borrow you for just a couple of minutes? I just wanted to make sure that, you know, we knew the situation, and they're like hand on a hip, kind of like cocked, looking at Xanos.
At this point, Xanos is just full on staring like, this came out of my dream. This can't be real. This is some bullshit. What was I smoking? Oh my god. But when Jimta turns and asks him, do you know this Terran? What is she talking about? Yeah. This is Angie. Could you just excuse me for one? And he makes a gesture of one and is already getting up. He sets his beer can down and goes to where you are, Aggie. I almost said Angie. No, goes to where you are, Aggie. Takes your hand and also takes your arm because he's got 4 limbs, and kind of pulls you aside and says, "What the fuck are you doing?"
She kind of keeps the grin on her face as she's just like, I'm just checking up on you, just making sure that you know, everything's put into place. You did say you were going to promise me a show, so.
There's a glance at Aggie, a glance back at Jimta, and Xanos pulls her away a little bit farther and says, "Look, sweetheart, you gonna get me in a lot of trouble. Listen, this is real delicate. Did you not get the message that I gave you before?
Oh, yeah, no, I got it. It's just that it was incredibly vague and massively unhelpful.
Yeah. Just keep doing what I need you to just keep doing what you're doing and don't get in the way. Just this is something personal, yeah?
Oh, yeah, definitely. And she hasn't, like, dropped the act at all. He's there going like, oh, no, this is serious. And she's like, yeah, sure. She just nods along, continually, like, swishing her hair over to the side, kind of, like, really kind of hamming it up because there's a very large them probably.
Yeah.
So she's definitely just keeping in character,
Yeah.
and just going, oh yeah, I know, I'm really sorry to interrupt. I know what it's like, when boys start chatting. But I was just wondering if you were going to be back anytime soon or later, or if I should go and just entertain myself, or
You see a look on his face that's it looks like he closes his eyes and it's this pained look of you are way too good at acting, sweetheart. 'Cause I'd be taking you up on that offer, but I can't. So kiss me goodbye and I'll try and see you tonight. We're keeping up this act, ain't we? And he gives you a wink.
And her grin gets a little more dangerous as she like caresses the side of his face and leans in, and just before she just says very lowly under her breath so that he can hear,
yeah.
if you get us in trouble, will you? And then she just kisses him.
Okay.
And then before he can even do anything, she just stands back up, kind of like waves coyly to the other Siren, winks at the bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
She walks off. She's just like, keep him in one piece, okay? And then just kind of goes, bye, boys, and just turns and walks back the way she came.
So, because it cut out a little bit for me. So, she said, if you get us in trouble, what?
Oh, you get us in trouble, I'll fucking kill you.
Of course.
And then she plants one on him.
Yeah.
And then, stands up, does the coy wave,
Yeah.
winks at the bodyguard, keep him safe.
He, for one, was not planning on you to actually kiss him. Like, he was expecting, at most, maybe a peck on the cheek. He didn't think you were gonna smooch him one. So he's a little bit stunned. And then he's got a really stupid smile on his face. Waves back and goes to sit with Jimta again.
Well, once Aggie's back and like she walks past past Ellie and Gould, she walks a little bit further in and then kind of makes sure that she's out of sight of the bodyguard and all that. And then she just waits for them to arrive. And the first thing she says to them is, I need a very strong drink.
Gould has like...
Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
Well, we have the money. We can get drinks.
This is going to happen. Drinks, I'm going to have them.
Gould has his arm held out and like Aggie's clothes are like draped very neatly over them. And he just like extends his arm out towards her.
Thank you, C3PO. That will be all.
And she just kind of looks from the clothes to him and just goes, you didn't record any of that, did you?
No.
I can never tell if you're lying.
I am
Please.
not
Please burn it all.
I am not lying. I chose to not record anything.
And then she just like clambers back into her little suit.
So, what are we? Are we waiting for him? Are we?
I'm still not entirely sure what he's planning, but he says it's personal and that he's going to try and be back tonight. So, as far as I'm aware, we're not running anywhere.
What? Then why did he want us to pack? God.
I have beer.
Okay.
Well, as we have things packed and we are as prepared as we can be for whatever is going to happen, I believe we should go find your companion, and you are most certainly allowed to drink.
I don't want to remember today.
Today has been rather bad.
She just
Oh,
as,
it's sad. Sadness.
as they start walking off, she's going to link good arms with Ellie,
Yeah.
and then just look up at Gould and be like, "I really wish you could drink with us." And then turns to Ellie and is just like,
I didn't hear what you said.
Linked
she
arms
just
belly
says,
and
"Do you
then
want to
says,
get trashed?"
"Do you want to get trashed?" Oh god.
No.
She's
not
probably
really.
on medication. Don't do
Yeah, I
that.
was to say, I would love to if I wasn't on a lot of pain medication.
Aggie seems to take this into consideration, and then she goes, "I understand. I'll drink for the both of us."
It's
Oh,
perhaps,
jeez. Okay.
it's perhaps best that I cannot get inebriated. In most Terran media that you have shown me, Aggie, it generally leads to people doing stupid things or being unable to walk. And considering my suit, I'm not sure if my inebriation would affect my suit's output and whether I would become a very large, stumbling, breaking everything kind of drunk.
That sounds amazing.
I definitely think that that's a thing. I want this to be a thing.
I'm trying to figure out a way to vaporize alcohol for cool.
Perhaps you could just design a program to allow my suit to move as if it was inebriated, so I could at least
So you can experience.
yes.
She suddenly looks really, really interested, and is just like, "That's a genius idea.
Oh my
That's
god.
a really ingenious idea. I think I'm gonna now." So
Okay, so I'm gonna ask: are you guys going to look for Lilium at all?
yeah,
Okay. What's first on the agenda? Are you gonna go drinking first? Are you gonna go look for Lilium? Are you gonna head back to the ship? What are you gonna do?
I want to go look for Lilium first.
Okay. She's not hard to find. She is having fun. In like there's an area on the resort where it's like an obstacle course where all of the like ropes and things are made into like kind of like one of those like you climb it in a jungle gym type thing, and she's having fun doing that because she's got kind of an advantage given she's got 4 arms, and seemed to be having a bit of fun with a couple of the Siren. There's another Kirei and one Terran who looks like they came from someone else's ship, just trying to keep up. And off on the sidelines watching it all is that one really, really large Zocodal that's in the little hovercraft because he can't get around very well because he's so big.
Oh no!
And he's just watching, having a good time.
Oh god.
Instead of a straw, he has this like drink with his like finger in it because they absorb things.
Oh, I hate Dakota so much.
of him just going, "Give me another," or just plunging it into like a pitcher.
But yeah, so she's taunting all of them, like just you said you could keep up with me. But it's
He
easier.
immediately regrets actually getting redressed. And she just kind of for a bit steps forward and tries to get Lilium's attention.
It doesn't take much. You're pretty close to where the finish line is, where you climb out of this rope course back onto the platform, where it's nice and shaded, and there's a little cafe where presumably after you've got all hot and sweaty, you would go and get something nice and cool to drink. Lilium steps out, having beat all of them, and seems to have clearly won some kind of bet. So she talks to one of the Plugaba Siren that's nearby, and there's a transfer of money that's made. She is hot, sweaty. Her hair is stuck to her face where it's not pulled back into like this ponytail. Half her head, I'm fairly certain how I describe her. Half her head is shaved, but the other half is pulled into the ponytail. She's wearing like a basically what equates to a fancy sports bra instead of like an actual shirt. Like it's meant to be worn that way. It's like it's not underwear, because it's got decorations and it's meant to be seen. Short shorts and like climbing shoes and
basically as close to naked as she can be without being naked.
Her tail is just doing that happy cat, very low, swishing back and forth. And she's like looking at her PDA. She sees you and just the biggest cat grin on her face. And she goes over to you, 2 hands reach out, grasp either cheek, and she plants one on you. Says,
"Oh boy.
We are going to have to celebrate tonight. I tell you what. Drinks are on me."
Aggie is just like laughing very happily and is like, "That's an enthusiastic greeting."
I never thought I would go to a place like this. And it's all thanks to you. This is amazing. It's fucking amazing.
Well, I'm glad you've been having a good time.
Yeah, what about you? You thought you were going to be busy all day with the good doctor and building a thing? What happened?
Yeah.
You told me to go have fun. I've been kicking these bastards' arses all day. I beat them in race after race. I don't know what's wrong with them.
She's like,
do they not have strong warriors on other planets?
Aggie is just loving her enthusiasm. It's just like, it's nodding and smiling as she's talking about how amazing this is, and kind of leads her off to a side thing. It's just like, you know what? We'll hit the town tonight. Go all out. I have a question though. You said that you were partying with this guy. Had a sweet relief?
Yeah.
Can you tell me anything about him? I think I bumped into him earlier, but I'm not sure, and I don't want to do the thing where you see someone and then when you see them again you're like, "Oh, hi! You..." Can't remember their name. So,
you know. What was his name? It was, it was only for one night, and I barely said much to him. He kept talking to his bodyguard. His bodyguard is Pit 2, but his name was Jim something or other.
Okay.
I wouldn't recommend calling him Jimmy Boy or something like that, because I'm pretty sure the bodyguard wouldn't take kindly to it. But, yeah, he was a nervous little fucker.
Yeah?
Yeah, just jumpy. I think that's why he had that sweet relief with him for. So he didn't, have an aneurysm or something like that.
Was he sharing it around, or was it like medicinal?
I don't think he shared it. No, I never got an offer. And the folks that he was talking to, they wanted to try, but he was really defensive of it. Said if they wanted one, they'd have to buy it.
She rolls her eyes. Sounds about right for a Siren.
And nothing about free trials or something like that. Yeah, he just rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't think much of it. I got his name. I knew who he was, but that was last night. I slept since.
Oh, that's fine. We know enough. We know enough to avoid him. To
I mean,
have a good night of our own.
I'm pretty sure he's the way he said it. It made it sound like he had some or something, or at least he knew how to get some.
Some sweet relief.
Yeah.
This look of dawning horror on Aggie's face as she just like turns to Gould and Ellie.
How I got that high, I don't fucking know.
Wait, you actually made that voice? Oh god.
That was me!
Nice. Very nice. You would make Sam proud.
Yeah, she turns to him, turns to them, and just like horrified.
What's wrong? What's the matter? You went pale all of a sudden.
It's fine.
You can tell me that.
I haven't had. I didn't have any. I haven't had any water, and it's very warm here, so.
Oh, come here. She goes over to where the little cafe is, and gets what's essentially an iced lemonade for the both of you. Then seems to remember that there's other people there. Glances over her shoulder at Ellie and says, do you want one?
Are you paying?
Yes.
Then yes.
Cherry or lemon?
Lemon.
Okay. 3 iced lemons, please. And they get you a little cups with straws, and they pass them out to you.
Ellie's so sassy all of a sudden, I love it.
She is. It's amazing. It's like she doesn't like the girlfriend.
I think she's just had enough of everything at the minute. And she's just
She's
like,
had a really bad day.
yeah.
Kind of has.
Again.
Don't make me go Rambo on your ass.
Yeah, Aggie won't mention anything. She'll just because that's really sweet. And, like make a deal of like feeling better when she has something to drink, and then after a little bit, we'll probably we need to head back. I completely forgot that we're meant to be working right now.
Oh, sure. Do you need me for anything? You feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm feeling lots better now that I've seen you. She kind of gives her a wink.
There's a great big old smile on her face, and she moves to put one of her arms around your shoulders and just gives you a little squeeze next to her. I'm glad to see you again. I really am. We haven't gotten to spend a whole lot of time together. You've been so busy.
It's been a bit of a working holiday. It's a busman's holiday for me.
That's not fun. You said aren't you free tonight? Can't we go and, paint the town red, as it were?
And she kind of looks to Gould and Ellie a little hesitantly, and then turns back and goes, yeah.
You promise?
I'll let you know when I finish. And that should give us some time to... I mean, I don't have anything... or... It's not... nice, so, it'll give me some time to try and find something.
Oh, sweetheart, you look fine in whatever you're wearing. The point is to have fun. Remember, I saw you on an ice world. Frizzy hair, not meant for this weather, mismatched clothes. But damn, you have a fire. I don't care what you're wearing. I don't give a fuck what these other people think, neither. I just want to have a good time with you.
She kind of looks a little... She, looks a little taken aback at the earnestness. And then she just kind of very gently kisses Lilium.
Oh.
And she's just like... When she pulls away, she's like, you, tonight, it's a date.
You see a great big smile appear on her face, and she leans down and gives you a little bit longer of a kiss, and really doesn't care if Gould and Ellie are just sort of hanging around. Right, you promise? Don't keep me waiting.
I will do my very best
And
to keep this date that I very much want to keep. I'll try not. I do sometimes get a little bit obsessed with my work, so I'll set an alarm and try and make sure that I'm out on time.
Where's my communicator? Can I have it back?
Oh, I've left it on the ship. I left them both on the ship. I'm so sorry.
Damn it, Aggie!
I'm really sorry.
Well, how are we going to get in touch with one another?
Where are you planning to be for the day? Because I'm planning to be in the... I can't remember what it's actually called.
The lab.
That's it, we'll just go with the lab. I'm planning to be in the lab.
I can...
So...
You can see by the look on her face that working in the lab does not sound like fun. I'll tell you what, at sundown I will come back to the ship and collect you. How's that?
Okay.
So
Sundown.
that way you can change into whatever suits your fancy. I need to change myself, but I'll probably see what I can scrounge up around here.
You just keep beating these people, okay?
You see her smile really wide. That's too easy though.
Bit of a challenge.
3
on 1.
Perhaps use only 1 or 2 limbs?
And what, pretend to be Terran? Nah. They got to be... I want to see them on my level.
Aggie punches her in one of her arms. Like, hey, there's nothing wrong with being Terran.
I'm sorry you be at a disadvantage. It's not my fault. But an engineer like you could probably build yourself some.
I work perfectly fine with 2 arms. Thank you very much.
You're missing out. It's twice as efficient, isn't it?
And she kind of pauses and goes, with 4 arms, it means you can touch twice as much at the same time.
There's a
Then-
wink.
And she stands and gives her another another kiss on the cheek this time. Pats her shoulder and is just like, you can do. I'll see you at sundown.
Take care, love. And this concludes this episode of A Life in the Day of Maggie. So much love life. No, it's not over. It's just.
I was gonna say, you guys can't tell, but right now I am shaking my head in despair at my character.
You have 2 NPCs that care about Aggie very, very much. One, you're probably only going to take one of them with you.
It's got Mr. Brightside.
Like, I don't know if you saw, but literally me and Kaz were like, I literally was like, we're gonna have a very quick text-based sidebar. Perhaps you want to stay here after she was like, I love this place. And his reply was, we can only hope.
In my head, all I can
Ellie
hear
is all
is,
sass.
started out with a kiss, how did it end up like this?
It was only a kiss. It was
Yeah.
only a kiss.
Oh,
Jesus
dear.
Christ. Yeah, Aggie would start walking off.
Okay.
Gould, like, just sort of, like, bye.
What is Ellie and Gould? What are their plans?
Well, I assume we're sticking with Aggie, 'cause
Yeah.
I've got the feeling that we're probably going to be getting ourselves involved in stuff now.
Okay.
Because
Alright.
Aggie has obviously just figured something out, and that's why he was all like, we need to go!
Okay.
We're going back to the lab! And Gould's going, well, no, we got let go. We're not going back to the... Oh, this is a thing! Right. And that's why he really awkwardly just went, bye. Just followed
I thought
after
that's just how he
Aggie.
was, is Gould being very to the point. But yeah, it doesn't take you very long to get back to the maintenance bay where your ship is docked. And you still see the stain from where you beat the shit out of Xanos this morning. They can't get it up. It's blood. It's stained the cement.
If you hooked up a hose to a pressurized canister and blasted water at it at a high pressure, that should wash it away. As Gould is walking away.
It's went from that like more vivid green to like a dark, almost blackish emerald kind of color. Now that it's
High pressure washer will get that right out.
okay. But yeah, so you're back on the ship. Medulla is in their room. You can hear them. They're playing with the octopus. They are just having a good time. They have been very careful not to break it. But yeah, you hear them playing with it in much the way a very small child would play with toys.
Oh no, that broke my heart a bit.
Well, Medulla doesn't have any toys, so they found...
No.
Medulla found
I
the
know.
closest thing that they could to a toy, which was one of the spare wrenches that Aggie has, and is like pretending to maintenance the octopus and trying to like shoo the tentacles off of the wrench, because they're not actually like doing anything to it, just like miming it, because Medulla doesn't know fuck all about technology.
Yeah.
And the octopus is reaching out and grabbing hold of the wrench, and Medulla's laughing like, "Stop! How am I supposed to fix you?"
Oh no! Aggie watches a bit sadly.
Like, huh? Oh! Medulla looks up where they were sitting as soon as they realized that Aggie was there. I didn't actually break it. It's fine. It's okay. It's fine. It's look, it's okay. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything wrong.
Medulla, breathe. It's fine.
Okay, but like everything I've done has gotten me in trouble so far, and you said you'd fucking kill me. So like I didn't actually break it. I'm sorry I borrowed your wrench. I didn't do anything to it. I promise.
Medulla, deep breaths. I'm not mad. It's okay.
As Aggie says that to Medulla, like Gould's going by to head to his room, like double check the download day, and he literally just goes in through the nose, out through the mouth, just as he passes by.
Asshole.
It's absolutely fine, Medulla. Octopus looks absolutely fine. Very happy. You obviously know how to look after him.
I said I'd take care of it.
You did, and I should have believed you more.
Okay. And they awkwardly hold out the wrench. I'm sorry I borrowed this.
No, it's absolutely fine. Stuff might get a bit around here soon. And then she kind of stops and goes, than normal. Still doing something potentially dangerous and stupid.
Xanos?
Yeah.
You found him?
In a manner of speaking.
So you didn't bring him back?
No, he didn't want to come back.
Oh.
He's doing something that means a lot to him. It's very important to him that he does this. Personal. He feels that he's done something wrong, and this is how he can make up for it. I think, anyway. This is from what he's told me, and this looks like what he's doing. So things might kick off, things might not kick off. I want to keep you in the loop so that you don't get left behind or confused. Okay?
Okay. Octopus and I were working on something while you guys were gone. And Medulla goes over to what they were working on before they started playing with Octopus. And pulls out a necklace of seashells, and there's 2 of them. And they hold one out to Aggie. This one's for you, one's for the doctor, and I haven't finished the one for Gould because he's got a big fucking head.
And Aggie just kind of stares at it, looks up to Medulla and just goes, "This is for me."
Yeah, I hope you like it. I spent a lot of time at the beach collecting shells, and so I thought, I know it's not capital, which is what you guys use for different things, but is this okay?
And Aggie takes it very gently. And she has like that really kind of soft, happy look on her face that people get when something genuinely touches them.
Aww.
She looks to Medulla and just goes, I know there's a lot of stuff that, like, rules and why we shouldn't eat koi fish,
Koi fish?
The really, really fancy ones.
Oh,
You-
you mean back on the Peacekeep ship?
Yeah. Do you know what sentiment is?
No. Can you eat it? Is it another fish I'm not supposed to eat?
It's not a fish, no. And as she says it, she's like putting the necklace on. And she says, sentiment is when you do something for someone or you make something for someone that makes sense other than you want to do it to make someone happy or you want to do it for them.
Oh.
If you know that someone's favourite food is tuna, and out of nowhere you go, I want to make them tuna. I want to do it for them, just because you want to see them smile. It is.
Like how the doctor got tuna for me?
Yeah. And
Is that a Terran thing?
it's definitely very, very Terran, but every race has it in certain amounts, even if it doesn't make sense from one race to the other. And this is, and she kind of touches the necklace and she's like, this is sentiment. This is, you've made me very, very happy.
And you see from a confused look, a slow smile starts to spread. And Medulla says, I don't really have a race or anything like that, but I'm glad it made you happy. You guys seemed really upset lately, and you kept getting angry, so I wanted to do something that maybe you wouldn't be angry for a little while. And they're like fidgeting uncomfortably at having to explain themselves.
Aggie's just got this massive smile on her face, and she kind of she says, "You okay with being touched? I want to show you a way that Terrans express affection for people, but I'm not going to do it if it makes you uncomfortable."
Medulla looks really confused at you and like leans back a little bit. Touched how?
If she's seen me do it to people.
You mean like putting your arms around somebody?
Yeah, kind of. You might have seen me do it with Ellie, or sometimes with Xanos, sometimes with Gould. It's a way Terrans show affection. But like I said, some people aren't comfortable with it. Absolutely fine.
Okay. Just this
Okay.
once is fine.
Okay. If you're uncomfortable at any point, you can just tell me to stop and I'll step away, okay?
Mm-hmm. And
She approaches, like,
the most
even sure
awkward hug. Like the most awkward child that has never had affection in their entire life. It's like petting a dog that's never like been around people. Not aggressive, but definitely they are very tense. But when you put your arms around them, they get the idea that, oh, I should probably be doing that too, and then just gives a very tentative hug because they don't know what they're doing.
Aggie just kind of just says, just breathe and relax.
I know you guys keep saying to breathe. I'd be dead if I wasn't breathing. I
It's
don't
more-
understand you people.
It's more once you become aware of your breathing and your breath, and you can enjoy things more. So it's the same way that normally you just walk from place to place to place. Enjoy something, sometimes you take some time with it, you enjoy your surroundings and you feel what the ground is like. Or for you, oh yeah, well I have to get from here to here swimming. You can enjoy it, you can take your time and how the water feels and what fish are around you and what the coral looks like and the sand.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. I'm gonna, and Medulla carefully extracts themselves from you. I'm gonna give this one to the doctor, okay?
Okay, I think it will make her very happy.
Okay. And Medulla doesn't quite know what to say because you're both on the ship, so goodbye doesn't seem like a very good idea, and just slips out past you and heads towards where Ellie's at. There's a knock on the door.
It's open.
Okay.
Well, unlocked. Open's not the right word.
Medulla opens the door, and they have something behind their back. And they step inside.
Ellie's in bed, resting.
As soon as they step inside and see that your foot is in a brace, your arm is in a sling, and you're laying in bed, Medulla has to do a double take. It says, "What the hell happened to you?"
I took on a pack of parasites and won.
Medulla
The winning part is important.
Medulla just stares at you for a minute and goes, "That's fucking cool."
It was quite cool. I was freaking out, but I think in hindsight it was quite cool. There was a lot of them.
Are you okay? I mean, you look busted up as fuck, but are you okay?
I mean, physically, no. Emotionally, not really. Financially, yeah.
I don't know what that means.
I'm fine.
Okay. Medulla walks over and sits on the end of the bed, just the edge of it, and holds out the necklace. There's a really pretty spirally conch shell that's right in the center as a pendant, and then all different kinds of shells around it. Medulla says, I made this for you. I didn't know you'd be busted up, but I hope you like it.
You made it for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cause everything's been everybody's been angry lately, and I don't really want to deal with everybody being angry, and so I wanted to do something that might make people smile, even if it's really stupid.
It's not stupid, thank you. Really sweet of you.
Medulla smiles. Hey, Ellie?
Yeah.
I'm sorry I was a dick to you.
That's okay, I was kind of a dick. So,
Even?
we're even. Yeah, even.
Medulla nods, and then looks at Ellie, and holds out their arms, like, to give a hug, but doesn't know how to initiate a hug, because they literally just learned what a hug was.
She'll lean into them, but it's like really awkward because she's quite low.
Medulla gives
Please
you...
be very gentle.
Okay.
I got bit in the stomach.
Aggie only just showed me how to do this. I'm sorry.
Oh,
And there's
it's okay.
just embarrassed laughter as Medulla gives you a hug. And then lets go. And leans back so that you can relax. Do you need me to get you anything?
Food maybe, but I can get that. I'm not bedridden. I can walk if I need to.
Okay. You're sure?
Thank you though.
Yeah. I'll see you around then. Just buzz me if you need me, okay? On the intercom system.
Yep.
Medulla nods.
Thanks for the necklace.
Yeah. I'm glad you like it. And Medulla smiles and ducks out. About 15 minutes later, there's a knock on Gould's door.
There's no immediate answer, but like the panel next to the door shows that it's not locked. It's just closed.
There is a pounding noise on Gould's door.
He doesn't hear it. He's got his music playing quite loudly. He's listening to the Phantom of the Opera soundtrack.
God damn
He's
it.
got it on quite loudly in his room. Oh, hang on. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Liz?
Indeed.
Excellent. So yeah, Gould has his Phantom of the Opera soundtrack on that he got from Aggie, quite loudly playing in his room, so he doesn't hear the door being pounded on. But as I said, it doesn't look like it is locked.
Medulla walks away. She goes back to the room. You don't mess with people behind closed doors unless they let you in. There's a reason that Medulla did that.
Fair enough. I had something planned in case she walked in.
They. Nope.
So.
Yes. No, I will tell you, there is a reason. Just before the sun is setting, the communicator that Aggie has crackles to life. Hey. Aggie. Aggie, come in.
She glares at it for a bit. And then picks it up.
Are you gonna answer me? Come on. Hey.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Where have you been? Oh my god, I've been so worried.
Yeah, you know, this ain't exactly easy for me either. Look, I got away far enough that I'm not terribly worried about somebody, you know, overhearing or nothing. I'm a bit better positioned to chat. You free?
I'm really sorry, Krista. I didn't hear much of that. You went really robotic.
Okay, hold on. Hello? Is this better?
Hello. Yes, that's a lot better for me.
Okay. I can't even remember what I said. Look, I finally got away. Are you free? Can you chat? I ain't so worried about eavesdroppers at this point.
What time is it? Is it about...
It's almost sundown. You are expecting company.
I am. Oh, I've got a couple of minutes.
What, a couple minutes? Listen, this is important. I need more than a couple minutes.
I'm sure you do.
What does that mean? Listen, it ain't important. Look. You was worried about the peacekeep over here and everything, and changing our course and what have you. So we can't stay on this planet for terribly long. However, we can't have them tracking us neither. I got business that I'm planning to settle, but it's gonna cause trouble for everybody. So that's why I made it look like I quit, you see.
What kind of trouble?
Big trouble. Like, let's just say finally living up to being a pirate.
Are you stealing a ship?
Possibly.
Aggie just looks vindicated. Killing someone?
That too.
Uh-huh. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Also will be involved in something that's gonna be really, really not good. So I know I was selfish to say, pack your shit and get ready to come with me, but now I'm looking back on it. If you come with me, we're gonna be on the run from every Siren bounty hunter that we run into. If you guys do what you do and you forget about me, you can go on your merry way and say you never met Xanos Gomir. So, I'm leaving that up to you guys, 'cause I can't drag you into it and have that on my conscience without you knowing full well what's going on. But there is a ship full of sweet relief docked here.
And you're
Fresh.
gonna set them free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only problem is there's some issues with that. One of them being Jim Tarasp, the other one being Pitu, the other one being they all hooked up with them collars and you can't take off the collars or it kills them.
They've got the same collars on as the boys.
No, these ain't the same ones as the boys. Because
They're worse.
the release is instant death. That's what...
I'll do that. You can't...
No, I ain't gonna
yourself.
kill him. Obviously, I ain't gonna kill him.
No,
I need an engineer who knows what the fuck they're doing, who can take a look at it. I need you, Aggie. I need you more than I ever needed another person. And I don't want to risk you. 'Cause I care about you. Care about you a lot.
You had to try and be a better person, didn't you? You had to go and prove me right that you're a good person. You fucking...
Who says
Oh my God.
I am gonna be in so much shit come tomorrow. I am gonna be, like, my face is gonna be plastered all over Siren News. You don't understand. So, I do need you. But I also don't want you to get involved in this. But you're a smart cookie. You all of you are important to me. But you especially. I could use all of you on this ship. There's only a skeleton crew. This was a run and gun vacation for Jimta. Olas is in chaos. There's an uprising. It was grab everything you could grab and go. So there ain't much of a crew here. But that's up to you. What you want to do?
When are you thinking of kicking this off?
Tomorrow. Next you see me, for a little while, I'm gonna be Xanos Rasp again. I never thought I'd have that name again. But you need to talk to Gould, and you need to talk to Ellie, and you need to tell him I'm sorry. I'm really fucking sorry that you guys had to deal with a pirate. And just as he says that, there's a knock on your door.
I have to go now.
As soon as he heard the knock, the transmission cut off.
Get up. I look very temptingly at throwing the transmitter into a wall. I resist. I place it on a shelf.
Okay.
I place it. Oh, I place it somewhere that Lilium can't find it.
Got it. Because she was looking for
under
him.
my bed or a pillow or something, and then I open the door.
Okay. Oh, there you are! And you see Lilium is all dressed up for a night on the town. From whatever betting money she had, she used it. She's a blue curé in a teal dress that goes into a very dark blue at the bottom with a slit that comes up to her hip bone, wearing high heels that brings her well above 7 foot tall, with a gold choker necklace, gold bracelets, and her hair has been done up.
Oh, wow.
And she's just smiling at you. You said that we had a date. You don't look like you're ready at all. Well, what's going on?
To come in and check my cupboards. I've got next to nothing. I'm so annoyed.
But heck yeah, don't mind. I really don't. But here, let's see what you got. And she steps inside and goes to have a look through your closet. Body paint and outfit. Hey, if body paint's involved and you're already naked, they're not leaving.
This is true. Yeah, so she'd open her wardrobe and just be like, I mostly have tank tops and t-shirts and shorts, and this is it. So
yeah, I have an idea. And she finds one of the tank tops that you have. That's like it's a clean one, but it's like you've got several of them. Finds one of a nice enough color, and then takes her claws and shreds the bottom of it so it's got that like cool look, and then starts knotting them together so that it looks nice. Intentional. Passes it to you. Alright, let me see here. And she goes to her stuff, grabs a jacket that looks like it was made out of animal fur, passes that to you. It's a little warm for the weather, but it's definitely a statement, and it definitely looks like she killed that thing. I don't know what you can do for pants or a skirt, whatever you please, but I think that'll do. That'll be a look.
I would probably have at least one fancy bra because everyone does.
I do not actually.
And she would put on the fanciest bra she has,
Okay.
probably in a really absurd colour like magenta or
Oh, of
lime
course.
green. It's probably like all lacy,
Of course.
completely inappropriate. She'd wear it. And so that it could probably partially be seen under the vest top.
Oh.
It'd hunt down like the shortest pair of shorts she's got.
You do that. She helps you with your hair and your makeup, and she like tussles your hair so it looks wild, and it kind of matches the fur trim around the jacket, and like she braids one half of it so it's nice and tight, but it's opposite to the part of her hair where it's shaved.
Yeah.
So you look like you match.
Perfect. Yeah.
You guys look like a power couple, and you go out on a date. And I think that's a good spot to end it.
Yeah, that's more than a good spot to end it. She'd probably before she left, she would have grabbed Lee briefly, or at least Gould.
Go ahead and go do your scene. Do a scene.
Blasting Phantom of the Opera.
Wait.
No.
Whose room are you going in?
Yes,
room
please do out that scene. That's very important.
Gould's.
Okay.
You just oh my god! I literally just told Kaz what Gould would be doing in his room.
I hope it's not masturbating.
No.
We are live, people. We are live. Also, no, those parts are not equipped.
So he keeps a side of himself very, very secret, and basically as Aggie storms into his room, Gould has his back to the door, and he's basically invisibly conducting an orchestral piece that he's listening to. Like pretending to be the conductor, and he suddenly stops because he's got like 360 view and the door's just open. His arms just freeze out at the sides as the music continues playing, and he's like,
Aggie just kind of it's like she's taken aback for a second, and then she's like, sure. I've made you sit down on the floor with me, wrapped you in blankets, and we've watched Disney films.
Yes.
This is fine. Everyone's allowed a hobby.
How may I help you?
So I'm about to go out and get trashed with Lillian.
Okay.
I had an interesting call from a friend of ours. He says things will be happening tomorrow, and that there's going to be similar necklaces involved, like the ones the boys had. They're going to be fancier.
Oh.
And that he'd appreciate my help because he doesn't want to break them. He said that considering what's going to happen tomorrow, we've either got two options. So we can either leave or he can leave.
Right. I suppose we'll need to discuss this tomorrow beforehand then.
Yeah. Well, if you and Ellie want to talk about that tonight, I'm going to go drinking.
Very well. I will be up when you return to let you back on the ship.
And then she kind of leaves, and before she leaves, she just turns around and goes... And then just walks out.
You cut out when you spoke and I didn't hear what you said!
She just blank and then she walks out.
She just looks to him and just goes... And then Link.
No, it did it again.
I think you're doing this on purpose. I think you're doing it on purpose.
She says, "As you were."
Oh, as you were. Okay.
Like, yeah, like the moment she says "as you were," his arms go back to moving, and he hasn't missed a beat. Like he's just like with the actual song that's playing. Like he just gets right back into it as the door
Aw.
shuts behind Aggie.
It's probably better that Aggie saw this than Medulla because it would have been lost on Medulla.
Like when if it was Medulla, he would have been miming playing a giant piano to Phantom of the Opera, like right at the beginning, like boom, 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 like just like
Yeah,
passionately
it would have
playing an air piano.
yeah, it would have been, is your suit malfunctioning? Do I need to call Aggie? But do you want to have the conversation with Ellie, or shall we call it there?
She's asleep.
Oh, she's asleep. Okay, then we will have to call it there.
She's a tired monkey.
She
Like
is. Poor wee Bab. And Medulla learned about hugs today. And Aggie has to choose between two people that are after her heart.
No.
No?
No.
What do you mean no?
Oh no. Oh no. I know what's gonna happen. Oh no. I know what's gonna happen.
And you don't like it.
Yeah, she's not gonna choose. She's just not gonna have either of them.
What? Okay, no, I think we should wrap this up here and discuss this after the stream. But thank you all so much for this Homebrew Vast campaign. I hope you enjoyed the melodrama, the sitcom-esque romances of characters. We will hopefully be getting to some very fun things next Friday. Tune in then. Bye-bye.